One of the boys in the Brotherhood chat asked for a bit of nutritional advice, just on things to eat and when to eat them and stuff like that. So here we go. Obviously I've started off with a big portion of steak and eggs and onions and sourdough bread. I would have grass-fed butter all over that sourdough bread. So I've got here, you can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. What I mean by that is, if you're training in the gym, but your diet's off, your body composition just isn't going to change. You don't even need to go to the gym, and you can just eat super clean and your body will change massively. So that just goes to show you that diet is a lot more important than training, and some people just need to swallow that fact. So short and simple here, stay alive of course. We need to eat or we'll just fade away and we'll die of starvation. It's that simple. And why I've got fuel and recover here, we're going to get into it a wee bit deeper. You need to fuel your workouts, then you need to eat to recover from your workouts, and obviously aid in sleep and stuff like that as well, and energy. So first one here, protein. You need to eat protein for muscle building. You need to eat protein to recover by protein synthesis. So protein synthesis happens during the night, and that's why you try and hit adequate protein. I always tell the guys 2 times your body weight in kilograms in grams of protein. So best proteins to eat: chicken, beef, eggs, whey, and Greek yogurt. Distribute your meals for better absorption. There's a myth that your body can't take in all the protein. It will take in all the protein, but it's just about where it goes. So it's said that about 40 grams per meal will actually go to aid in muscle recovery and growth. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, but don't get mixed up, because 200 grams of chicken breast won't be 800 calories, because 200 grams of chicken breast isn't just 200 grams of protein. There's obviously other things in it like fats and stuff like that. Fats aid in hormone support, so you can dig into all this a bit deeper, but your hormones rely on fats. Brain health, your brain's actually 60% fat, believe it or not, so that just shows you, of course, you need to eat fats for brain health, for clarity. Also, if you're doing any cuts, you really need to keep your fats in there, because it will just keep your energy levels stable and it will keep your hormones intact. Some people like to eat fats right before bed because it helps with testosterone, like a handful of nuts, grass-fed butter and stuff like that, 4 eggs and grass-fed butter, and apparently you wake up like that. Eating things like high fats, cholesterol is a precursor to testosterone, so it works through the night. I've mentioned this a few times. So it helps absorb vitamins as well. When you're getting adequate fats, it helps absorb, I know vitamin A and E, but I think there's a few other ones in there. It really helps absorb them. Energy dense as well, as you can see here, 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, so that's going to give you a lot of energy, but it's the slowest digesting, so fats digest slower than anything else, but they do give you plenty of energy. Last but not least, out the macros, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the main energy source, and it's known as glycogen. So glycogen is stored in your muscles and your liver. We've got a list of complex carbs here: oats, rice and potatoes, more starch and fibre. I don't actually really agree on what carbs are best before a workout and after a workout, unless you've not had any carbs before your workout and you're eating close to your workout, like a morning. Then you want to be eating fast-acting carbs like rice or something sugary, just to give you that spike for the energy. Me, I prefer to eat oats before a workout and rice, and I like sweet potato after it. Before, I like banana, and also after I like banana. Simple carbs here, bananas, berries and honey. So these are your sugary ones. We've got glucose, fructose and sucrose. You eat before workout for energy. Before your workout, you need to have carbohydrates. I think that when you get a meal or 2 in before you go and train, you've got a lot more energy and you can train a lot longer. Eat after workout to restore glycogen into the muscles to aid recovery. So after you've tore the muscles, a big part of your muscles contains glycogen, so when you take it out, obviously when you're exercising through strain, you need to restore it in there, and also it helps protein synthesis as well. Here we've got hydration, because this is important. So we've got Celtic salt here. So you can buy Celtic salt on Amazon, and you can buy a big kilogram or 2 kilograms, and you can even just put it in your own wee grinder and get that in your water. Brilliant before doing your legs. Mineral water as well. You want to be trying to get the best water you can get. Sometimes you need to get tap, if you've just got a normal tap, you need to get a filter and get the fluoride and other crap that's in it. You can read into that. There's a few messed up things that's in the water these days. 3 litres of water per day just to stay hydrated. Don't chug water, sip at it. Avoid plastic bottles for your water. Add electrolytes. So here I'm just going to give you a quick fire list of meal ideas. You'll notice that they've all got fats, proteins and carbohydrates in it, just well rounded. So the first one, I've got 5 tablespoons of rolled oats, which roughly equals about 50 grams of rolled oats. This is decent, as I've said, before your workout. 1 heap scoop of whey and 250 ml of milk. So this will probably give you, I think it's 30 grams of protein. Yeah, that'll give you 30 grams of protein at least in that, or 40 actually. A heap scoop will maybe give you about 31 grams of protein, and then the 250 ml of milk will give you about 9 grams of protein. So you're hitting 40 grams of protein there in just a simple shake, man. It's brilliant. Try and get grass-fed whey. It'll be a bit dearer, but it'll be well worth your bang for buck. Another meal idea here: eggs, sourdough bread, and grass-fed butter. Amazing. Fats, proteins and carbs there. The grass-fed butter is amazing. You should cook your eggs in that as well, and your steak. Ribeye steak, the best steak we can eat for protein because it's filled with healthy fats. It's calorie dense right enough, but who cares? It's what we need as men. When you're eating fats, it just helps your testosterone, gets the balls working. Potatoes, broccoli and cauliflower. So you want, I don't even know, is it crucified vegetables? Sorry, I don't know the name for it. But crucified vegetables is best for testosterone. Another meal idea: minced beef, rice and avocado, well rounded again. Chicken breast, sweet potato and spinach. Guide on eating for body composition. Body composition just basically means changing your body, how it looks, the structure of it. Eat 2 times your body weight in protein. So if you weigh 80 kilograms, you're eating 160 grams of protein. This keeps you full. Protein and fats keep you satiated. We'll calculate your maintenance calories, and it differs on activity level, but see if you get ChatGPT, that will really help you calculate it better than I will be able to. I used to calculate it by my body weight times it by 16. So I'm not too sure how accurate that is, but that's what I used to go off back in the day. But now I use ChatGPT. Find out your maintenance calories. Tell ChatGPT your height, your age, and your weight, and it'll work it out for you. Then put 500 calories onto that, and that's what you're going to be eating through the day. But don't just fill it with junk. You're looking to get strong and fit and healthy, so fill it with a wee bit more fats and a wee bit more carbs, and also you can do 2.2 times your body weight, so you're getting that wee extra bit of protein in. And if you're wanting to grow, then that means you should be training harder as well, tearing the muscle, doing compound lifts to get bigger. And vice versa, find out your maintenance calories and subtract 500 if you're wanting to shift a bit of fat. I've done that for one of the boys in the chat, and we're looking to see a good bit of body composition for him in a few weeks. But that was just a quick one on nutrition. These slides they're brief, but they're all that you need, so look into them, screenshot and read into it more. I've just kind of quick fired through them there. Not that I'm trying to rush or anything like that, but as I've said, read through them yourself and take from it what you will, and message me as well, and we can work on stuff like that. But most people seen this are in the chat. I'm going to upload this to YouTube as well, and you have already got stuff to work on. So thanks guys, cheers.